Hi, good morning. It's Saturday, the 24th of September, 2022. Hope everybody had a good week. It definitely got colder this uh, the past 24 hours in New York here. I think the other day it got down to the lower 50s and stuff, and I think today it's supposed to get down to like 48 or something this morning. I gotta check the weather. I don't know what the weather is right now, but because I think yesterday the high was only 62 degrees yesterday in New York, so I guess because the end of summer was early in the week. So here's the fall, and I think today is only supposed to be, I think, the low 70s. I think today. Um, I'm going to see "Don't Worry, Darling" because I'm a big fan of Florence Pugh, so I want to go see that because of her. And I like Olivia Wilde, even though there's been a little that whole controversy with her and Harry Styles and Jason Sudeikis, who I'm a big fan of, but that's their personal life, so I don't, from what I've seen of the movie and stuff, it looks sort of like a combination of Stepford Wives and stuff in a way, and Westworld. I think a combination of them both, and like that. And like I said, I know Harry Styles, and I know there was a whole controversy with I forgot his name, the actor that used to be in the Kitty show and stuff, and he's had all those controversies. I can't think of his name right now. Dark haired guy, a little quirky. I can't remember his name now, but there was a whole thing about him being fired from the movie, and then he produced a video showing, her asking him to come back to the movie and stuff. And I know there's been a controversy with Florence Pugh not really advertising the movie, and her, she showed up for the red carpet premiere of it, but she's not really been promoting it. And I don't know if there's a thing between her and Olivia Wilde. I think, and like I said, there's been that whole controversy with her not really advertising the movie and stuff, because there may be issues, but that's, like I said, that's uh sometimes reality gets in the way of filming and stuff. But anyway, uh I'm going to see the movie anyway. It starts at 11:30, so I'm gonna probably leave the house here at 10:15. And I think I saw the signs on the subway. It's very important to pay attention to the signs in the subway, because in some cases, like I catch the D train, which is the closest train to where I live. And sometimes the train, when they do construction, and I've seen it a couple of times, the D train has been not running, so I have to walk a little further, like a couple of blocks, and walk to the 4 train to catch the 4 train. Okay, which is the other train that's close to where I live at. I take the D train to work. I could take the 4 train, but I would have to take it, and then I would have to get off the train at 42nd and Grand Central and kind of walk to my job, walk a couple of blocks. That's why I take the D train, which leaves me off at 47 50th, and then I just walk up a block to to where my job is. So it's closer. Because before, when I first got transferred to New York from Jersey, I used to walk down to 42nd Street and catch the D train there, instead of just, when actually I should have just been walking right to 47 50th. Would have been like not even a block. That's like right across the street, literally, and that's where the subway station is. So that's what I do. But it's running now. I think it's not because on the weekend I think it normally goes local, and actually the train has been going local pretty much uh, all the time now. It's been the D train's been going local until it gets to 145th, and then it goes express all the way down. When before it used to just go from Tremont to 145th, because you have the B train to run local, but now it does go local now. But I think there's a sign saying, I guess maybe they're doing construction or something, so the G train won't be making the stops. It'll be going express, I think, from 145th to, no, I think from Tremont to 145th. I don't think it's running local this weekend. I think that's what the sign says. So I'll see when I get to the train and stuff. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go see "Don't Worry, Darling." So I see that, and it's about 2 hours and 3 minutes. So the movie should be over a little bit, probably with previews. The movie will probably be over like 1:45. I should be able to get back uptown hopefully by like 2:30, and then I'll go food shopping and stuff. Pick up my clothes from cleaners, put my other shirts in the cleaners and stuff, and then get back into the house hopefully a little bit after 4. Okay, so And yeah, I recorded my reaction to She-Hulk and to Stargirl. And like I said, episode 4, I figured out a way to get, because I know I mentioned before that, because I know somebody asked me in the comment section about, because I had tried to put episode, was it 3? I think it was, yeah, episode 3 up, and it kept getting blocked. So I did it a couple of ways, but it kept getting blocked. And then I figured out a way to get it to stay up, because I was trying, like before, what I used to do was I used to just do an edited version of it, and just, it would get blocked initially for the CW shows, and then it would appeal it, and then it would go through. But then they started blocking it, and I don't know if that was a Warner Discovery thing. But then I figured, okay, so let me do it the old way, the way most YouTubers do it, where they drop the video in a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds, and then drop it out, advance it. So I try to do it that way, but I was doing it by old way, where I do it for like 15 seconds or so, or just the old way, just let it play out, a few, just to get the main points. But that got blocked too, so I just figured I do it where I play 15, 7, or 10 seconds, and advance it like a minute and a half, or a minute, or 2 minutes even, and then that way it got through, so without getting blocked, and without getting copyright claimed. So that's the way I'll just do it that way. I'm just gonna have to do it that way going forward. And and this is on me yesterday, because I guess I was more tired than I thought. I was gonna try to put 3 episodes of it on my Patreon, the unedited version, but last night, after I ate, I got the itis and kind of just fell asleep in my chair. Then, of course, I had to get up, and it was like 12 something, and I had to get up and wash up and get into bed. So hopefully when I get back because there's two things I have to edit, the She-Hulk and Stargirl. So I'm going to see if I can do it. Maybe tomorrow when I'm watching football, I can do it. And I apologize to my patron for not putting that up there, because I have to delete all season 2 of Stargirl and then put up the 3 episodes that I have. Though by tomorrow it could be 4 episodes, so maybe I can do that when I'm watching football. Just upload it and then just watch football while it's uploading. Yeah, and do it that way. But anyway, something else that I wanted to mention. Oh yeah, my job. I remember I think I mentioned this, that the big printer, because I work in a print shop, and the big plotter has been down basically since June. And finally they let the guy come in this week to fix it. And he came in, put the part in there. Of course, he said the part that he ordered, the panel, was the wrong one, but he adjusted it. And then he told me that, the top roller wasn't heating up, and he had to adjust it, and then it heated up. So it worked for a day, and then it even worked the next day, part of the day. And then, of course, we wasn't using it, and then it did what it's supposed to do. It powered down when you don't use it. So then I tried, took it off standby so it could power back up, and then the top roller wasn't powering back up. But the guy told us before he left that it needed a part for the controller that controls the heater and the wires. So they already put the order through, and gonna let him come back in when he already placed the order for the part. So once we get the part, they'll let him come back in, and hopefully that solves that issue. But for the meantime, I discovered, since the bottom roller does heat up, I can still do posters. I just have to lay them down flat in the machine instead of the right side up. I have to lay them upside down through the machine, and it'll pass through the machine, and then it'll stick to the board. So I can do posters. I just have to do them upside down until the guy comes in and fixes the machine. So there's that. So I think that's it. Oh yeah, hold on. Baseball season's getting ready to end. Okay, the Mets are still in first place, so hopefully they can hold on, and hopefully they can win the division that way. Yeah, I can't stand the freaking Braves. Hopefully that'll happen. The Mets can hold on and win the division, close out. They already clinched the playoffs, but I want them to hold on and win the division. Okay, so there's that, and then they'll be okay for the playoffs. They set up really nice for the playoffs. Okay, with all their pitching coming back and stuff. So there's that. So I got that to look forward to. And I have to make some videos for my other channel. There's been this whole controversy with the coach from Boston. And if you've been reading about it, you know that story. So I'm going to make a video about that for my other channel, Paul's Views and Opinions, because I have a very strong opinion about that. Okay, and especially I disagree with Stephen A. Smith about his take on it, because I think he's wrong. I know there was a whole controversy with him and Malika Andrews, I think, arguing on air, but I have a thing about Stephen A. Smith, okay, which I think he's wrong in that about what happened. Okay, so what else? That, and then something, probably something, another video, but I'm gonna make a few videos about that. Well, not about that, but just about that one subject and maybe something else. Okay, so I think that's the highlights of the week. Like I said, I think today is supposed to go up to like the low 70s. I think, like I said, it's supposed to drop down to like 48 last night. And then I think it's supposed to be like in the 50s, I think, from now. So I may be taking my air conditioner out the window since it's going to be October after this week. This month's going to be over. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I know what other video I'm going to make. It's been all but confirmed that Henry Cavill will be in Black Adam at the end. So we're looking forward to that movie. And so I'll give you my opinions about that and what's going to happen going forward, because Grace Randolph made a video on Beyond the Trailer about that. So I definitely want to, and I'll probably link that video that she made yesterday, which I watched when I was at work, about the whole Henry Cavill thing, returning as Superman for a Black Adam movie and maybe going forward. So those are the two videos I'll be doing. The one about Henry Cavill coming back as Superman, and the whole the coach from Boston. He has a weird kind of I don't know if it's a Muslim name or something, or an African name could be. So I don't want to butcher his name. So I'll look it up when before I produce the video. But I definitely, like I said, have strong opinions about that, because, like I said, I disagree with Stephen A. Smith's initial take on it. Okay, because I think Stephen A. Smith, sometimes I think I think he's a little arrogant with his opinions, which is his right to be arrogant. It's his show, but I still feel a certain kind of way that he got Max Kellerman taken off his show, when Max Kellerman, I think, was very great on that show. And I think Stephen A. Smith didn't like looking foolish, okay, which is a whole nother thing, But I'll mention that in the video as well. Like I said, Stephen A. Smith is, like I said, I watched the show and stuff, but yeah, I think Stephen A. Smith is a little full of himself at times, okay? And that's why I like skipping and Shannon Sharp, because Shannon Sharp gives you the real, okay? Shannon Sharp is a real brother, okay? And I ain't saying that Stephen A. Smith ain't a real brother, but I think Shannon Sharp gives you his honest opinions and doesn't sugarcoat things, okay? Stephen A. Smith, I think, is a little too corporate, but that's just my opinion about that, okay? So I'm getting on a rant about Stephen A. Smith. Let me stop that. Anyway, yeah. So, oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but for Thanksgiving, we're going to my niece's house. My brother, she lives in Philly, for Thanksgiving. That's what we're going to do this year, something a little different. My sisters told me about this a couple of weeks ago, and I talked about it with my brother, whose daughter it is. She lives in Philly. So what we're going to do is we're going to get hotels, travel down there probably Wednesday, because we get off work early on Wednesday. So maybe we'll probably drive down there. I'm assuming that's what we're going to do, drive down there and get a hotel, stay in a hotel, and then, go to her house for Thanksgiving, because she's going to fix food. And obviously, I'm assuming she has a big apartment or something that we'll, have Thanksgiving down there, and probably drive back probably on Friday and stuff so that's what we're doing for Thanksgiving, which I think is really nice. And I know she lives in Philly, so that'll be a nice thing to go somewhere different for Thanksgiving this year. So I think that's cool to do that and stuff. So my sister's gonna work out the whole hotel arrangements and stuff, and then she'll let us know. So I'm looking forward to that. That's something to look forward to in November. Okay, so oh yeah, my friend, he already figured out the rest of his days off. Okay, submitted those to me. I still have to, I'm getting lazy about this. I have to figure out a way to get that reference to get the colonoscopy thing. I have to look that up and call and see if I can get a reference so I can schedule that appointment. So that might be in October or November, but I'm going to try to do this before the end of the year. Or I could even do it in December, when I don't want to do it when I'm on vacation. I would prefer not to do that. I would just need like 2 days off, take the day off to fast and the day to have the actual colonoscopy, and probably, have the weekend to recover. So it'll probably be a Thursday, Friday thing. So I just wanted to see if I can do that. I just have to look it up, Google it, because I forgot. I don't even know where the paperwork is for the one I had the last time, because that would be just easy just to go there. But I think let's Google it, because I'll probably find the place that we went to the last time and get it done. Okay, so there's that, and I think that's it. Okay, I'm gonna have to get up right now and wash up, and then get ready to go buy the ticket. I'm online, so I can go to my phone. Got my AMC, excuse me, Stubbs member, so you get points for being a Stubbs member and stuff. You get advantages to that. So then I get the ticket sent to my phone here. So there's that. Okay, so look for my review of Don't Worry Darling later, and hopefully She-Hulk and Stargirl. Okay, those 3 videos at least. And then also I have to do 2 videos, the Henry Cavill one, and also the coach of Boston getting suspended for a year. Those 2 videos, so I'll be doing those. And those will be on my other channel, Buzz Views and Opinions. So look that. So I have a bunch of content ready to go. And then hopefully tomorrow I can upload the Stargirl episodes, the unedited versions, on my Patreon tomorrow. Okay? So anyway, let me know what you think of these things. Feel free to leave comments down below. I have links to my social media in the description box: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I also have a link to my other channel, Buzz Views and Opinions. Like I said, which I'm going to put 2 videos on that channel, hopefully tomorrow sometime. And also I have a link down below to my Patreon. And I want to say a special thank you to my patron. His name will appear in this video somewhere, either right here or either right there. Okay. And again, my Patreon's only $5 a month. Tons of content on that, tons of unedited content, a bunch of Disney shows, like say Hawkeye, WandaVision, Loki, Hawkeye, Moon Knight, What If, She-Hulk. Also a bunch of DC shows. I got Stargirl, Superman and Lois, The Flash, Titans, Doom Patrol. Also a 4-part Zack Snyder's Justice League, Obi-Wan Kenobi, okay, the Book of Boba Fett. Okay, so, and follow the link below to the Patreon. Check it out. Also give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and I truly appreciate it. Also hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so you know when I upload new content to this channel. And this is Trepacer saying so long, and take care.